Roll up for the FIFA Arab Cup. We are so back on here looking at the FIFA Arab Cup in its second full iteration. Algeria, the defending champions from 2021. But we've had a whole qualifying phase to start with. 7 games taking place between Africa and Asia FIFA nations. And it was looking pretty good for the Asian nations who had won 5 out of 5 until the last couple of games. It really got away from the Asian teams. We've got a couple of African teams going into the competition proper. So to this video we're going to look at the teams that played the qualifiers, and then in a few days time we're going to look at the Algeria squad, the other squads, preview the tournament, predictions for the tournament, all that good stuff to come inshallah on here, so stay locked in. But what a dramatic couple of days as Qatar once again hosts tournament football as it did in the last edition of the Arab Cup, on a day that saw Somalia go toe-to-toe with Oman. And I know Oman won the penalty shootout, but I've got to say, Somalia and what they're doing, and the disrespect they were getting just a few years ago, being seen as the whipping boys, they are a good team. They outplayed Oman in moments in that game. Over the course of the 90 minutes, particularly in the first half, I've got to say, Somalia deserved to win the game. They've come off the back of 2 really good friendlies against Bahrain. They, of course, beat Bahrain not once but twice, who were miles ahead of them in the FIFA rankings. It was really good preparation for this game. And Somalia, with the likes of Zach Hassan, who usually never lets them down. Well, Zach Hassan did let Somalia down on this occasion. He missed the penalty, and from that point on, it was Oman, led by Carlos Queiroz, once a coach at the likes of Man United, Portugal, Real Madrid. Quite extraordinary that he's now managing Oman. Oman coming off the back of those FIFA World Cup qualifiers they contested not too long ago. You just felt like when Somalia missed that Zach Hassan pen, the keeper saved it. And by the way, what are we doing with subbing on goalkeepers? Both teams changed goalkeeper just before the penalty started. Is this becoming a new trend? But Somalia should have won the game. Defensively, Somalia are solid. You look at the Guinea game in the World Cup qualifiers, they're good at the back. They just need some quality in the attack. If they can go and get like a Tahar Ali, or I don't know, if they can get someone in that front line, it would make such a huge difference. But certainly, if you look at the diaspora around the world, around Europe, Somali football is on the up, and I think in 5 to 10 years, my prediction is they will qualify for an Africa Cup of Nations. But it would have been such a good experience if they had qualified for the Arab Cup on this occasion. Unfortunately, Zach Hassan missed that penalty, and Oman under Carlos Queiroz always find a way to win, even in the deepest and darkest of times. We also had an incredible comeback from Comoros, who were 3-1 down to Yemen at one point. They were 4-2 down to Yemen at one point, and Yemen actually had a 5th goal disallowed for offside. It could have been 5-2. It was all legit. It was the right decision. Comoros with not 1 but 2 goals in added time, and then they win the penalties 4-4 on the night. Comoros win the penalty shootout. So Comoros will be in the Arab Cup. Of course, not the full strength Comoros, but a lot of players playing in the French lower divisions in there. So we'll see Comoros and no Yemen. And what about Sudan? We know about all the troubles back home, and it's a really, really bad situation back home in Sudan. They've got a lot to deal with, the players and the staff. But even with 10 men, they found a way to beat Lebanon. That's a poor result from a Lebanese point of view. There'll be no tabbouleh, none of that at this tournament. No Lebanese grill. It's Sudanese food all the way. So congratulations to Sudan. Hopefully that will give the country a little bit of joy in a tough time. Of course, Sudan's first game will be against Algeria. We'll be looking ahead to that very soon. Elsewhere, what about the Palestinians? They've beaten Libya. Libya managed by Aliou Cisse, and Libya are out. Libya will not play FIFA Arab Cup 2025. Palestine will. What an achievement. What an occasion. We're going to see Palestine at the tournament. Aliou Cisse surely now in big trouble with his job there, calling up the likes of Al Mazrasi, and still enough. Palestine, without Abu Ali, still winning the penalty shootout. They saw off the Libyans. That's an amazing result. Mauritania, they fell to the hands of Kuwait, another African team going out there, just like Djibouti, losing to Bahrain as well. So we now know the winners of the 7 Arab Cup qualifiers. We also see Syria beat South Sudan as well. So it's going to be an interesting tournament. We've got 16 teams. We've got 6 CAF nations, with Algeria, Egypt, Morocco, Tunisia, of course, joined by Comoros and Sudan, and 10 nations from the AFC from Asia. Of course, that includes the likes of Saudi Arabia, Qatar. How good can those sides be? They're bringing the main teams. You know, Qatar with Lopetegui, Renard managing a full-strength Saudi team with the absence of Saud, but everyone else is there. So, what a dramatic week of Arab Cup qualifying games. Now we can look forward to the tournament itself. So if you're excited, there's plenty more to come on here from FIFA Arab Cup 2025. We'll look forward to seeing you on that one. But for now, subscribe for more, and hopefully it'll be Algeria lifting the trophy once again, come 18th of December. But thank you for watching, and good luck to the 16 participating nations. We'll be back soon, previewing the tournament and making our predictions.